Hey, this is Chris, and welcome to the Power of Quiet. And when I was young, I had this habit of always expecting the worst. Like, if I fell down or I got into an accident, my mind went right to the worst case scenario. Like, oh my gosh, I must have broke my leg, it must be mangled. And I did that as a way of, if it was that, I was already expecting it. But usually it was never that bad as what I imagined it to be. And then I got to go, whew, oh, thank God it wasn't as bad as I imagined. And in the same way, I did the exact same thing with my goals. I had these tendencies, these patterns to avoid really going for my goals. And I did that so I could avoid the shock and the disappointment of not getting them. Like if I really went for it and I didn't do it, then what was I left with? Gee, I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I suck. And where does that leave me? Feeling pretty crummy. And so this is my strategy of avoiding having to face that. And so what I did was I had these tendencies like procrastination or escaping. So instead of spending the time to do the things that would get me that goal, I'd go watch television or basically just go waste time. I think we all do this in a way to avoid disappointment. We all have this tendency, and it's usually a very subconscious, automatic habit, and we use it to avoid getting disappointed with our goals. So we never really get serious about them. Sure, we say we want them, but we don't act that way. Why? What's so awful about jumping in with both feet, even if you lose? Seriously, what's so bad about it? Now, there's a feeling there, a really crummy feeling that's so buried you don't even want to look at it, but it's down there. But what if all we're doing is we're just avoiding the feeling? Now, get in touch with like a goal that you really, really want, and just imagine really stepping up and owning it, doing everything, spending all your time, all your focus, all your attention on it, and failing at it, not getting it, no matter what you do. It wouldn't feel so great, right? And you could feel that feeling right now, right? Now, what this means is you're carrying a seed of that disappointment with you. It's already here. It's already inside of you. So by avoiding your goals, you're not getting rid of it. You're just pretending that it's not there. And then you're giving yourself a double dose of negativity because you're not even getting your goal. And you're hanging on to this disappointment. Because you could bring it up right now. But what if you can just erase this disappointment or this frustration or the fear of losing? Just imagine that. If you had no negative feelings about it, would you have any resistance to staying focused and seeing all of your goals through to completion? Seriously. If you had no fear of failure, if you had no fear of disappointment, or no resistance about losing, nothing would stop you. You'd be laser focused, and you'd get a lot more goals in your life, wouldn't you? So let's take a look at that now. Get in touch with that fear of failure, or that frustration of, gee, I spent all this time, I did all these things that everyone told me that, if I just did this, I would get my goal, and I still don't get it. You feel it? Now notice, running away from your goals is not saving you from this feeling. You're feeling it right now. It's been inside of you. And can you see how you've been saying no to this feeling? You don't like it. And that's what all this automatic running away, the escaping, the excuses, all this stuff. It's all about saying no to that disappointment. And that saying no to it isn't making any of that feeling or that disappointment go away. You're still carrying it around with you. So let's do something different here. Get in touch with that frustration, that disappointment. Look right at it. Just say yes to it now. Could you say yes to it? It's just a feeling. It's just a feeling right here. Could you say yes to it a little bit more? And could you say yes to it even more? And could you say yes to it even more? And could you say yes to it even more? And even more. And could you say yes to it even more? And even more. And just say yes to it. That's it. Just that simple word, Y-E-S. Just say yes to that frustration. And look at it even and say, I love you to the frustration. Frustration, I love you. Most of us are doing the opposite most of the time. We have these feelings we don't like, and we're literally, we may not realize it, but we are literally saying, I hate you to it. And that builds up the frustration instead of making it go away. So could you say yes to it now so you can bring it up? Bring it up and let it go. Could you say yes to it even more? And just look at that frustration and say, I love you. I love you, frustration. I love you. I really, really love you. I love you if you're there, and I love you if you're gone. I love you either way. I just love you, frustration. Try it out. I love you, frustration. I love you. I really, really love you. And notice what you're experiencing. You feel a little bit lighter? And see, it's simple. All you're doing now is you're practicing love. And by practicing love, you're becoming conscious. You're becoming aware in this moment instead of being on automatic. When you're practicing hate, that's on automatic. And you're just doing it without realizing it. Sometimes you do realize it, but it's just an automatic thing. It kicks in. And you're out of control when you're doing that. But when you make the decision to just look at it and say, I love you, I love you, I love you, you're taking back your control. And you're becoming present in this now moment. And just notice how you feel. See if you feel lighter. Now let go of pushing down on the rest of that feeling, that disappointment, that frustration. See, you're a little bit lighter now. You've got some momentum. So let go, push on the rest. Just let it all come up and just allow it to leave. You just open up an imaginary door and allow all this energy to come up and go right on out the door. And even more. Just get out of the way. Just let it pass through. Notice when you let go pushing down on it, it just comes up and it just leaves. No fuss. Nice and easy. So allow it to leave even more now. And even more. 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 And can you see that the only problem with failure is just in your mind? It's your mind that doesn't like it. It's your mind that complains about it. Oh, I don't like it, and I'm no good, and it comes up with all these stories. It's just noise in your mind. And just notice it. Don't try to change your thinking now. Just be aware of that complaining that your mind does. It doesn't want to fail. But what's so bad about it? There is no good or bad about anything. It's like if you get it, great. If you don't, great. What's the big deal? It's just in here where there's a problem. So just notice that thinking that's going on in your mind. Just observe it. Be present with your thoughts. Don't react to them. Don't try to change them. Just watch them now. Just watch. Just allow yourself to be in the now with those thoughts. And see, it's not so bad. There's a thought, there's a complaining, but you're here now. And there's not a problem being here now. You could even have these thoughts running through your mind. It's just a sound. But here you are, now. 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 Now it's in this awareness right now that you can allow that mind to go quiet. So just allow your mind to just settle down. Just allow your mind to go quiet. You could even become aware of the quiet that's all around you. This spaciousness that's right here. Just notice the quiet. The more you notice quiet, the more you become quiet. And notice there's no complaining in quiet. There's no good or bad. There's no need to beat yourself up if you don't get your goal. Heck, there's no past, no future in the realm of quiet here. Yet, in this realm of quiet, there's happiness and unlimited possibilities. So what if this is the key to achieving all of your goals? Practicing love, getting quiet, and just allowing it to happen. Now, as long as you're running these automatic negative tendencies, like avoiding that frustration, that disappointment, these tendencies run automatically. And they're tricky to find until you look at them. And that's why I created this whole new course, this Conscious Creation Mastery course. It's going to show you how to spot all these hidden blocks and to be present with them. And step up and be in the now. And be in this moment off of automatic, where you can consciously direct your life. So you can pick up any goal you have and literally turn it into a decision now. And step into that decision and have it now. You see, now is the only moment that there is. Now is the only time you can manifest something. You can't manifest something in the future. You can only manifest it now. So this is a key. Practice love, get quiet, and stay in the now. So click a link that's in the comments below for more info about this Conscious Creation Mastery course. So you can find out more about it and you can sign up. This is truly the ultimate tool for bringing your goals into reality now in this moment. Because like I said, now is the only moment that there is. And everything is up to you right now. So click below and sign up.